All right, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Now, today's video layout is a bit different from the previous two, as we got a different topic to go ahead and discuss on. And this is why I think these Epstein class billionaires are selling the AI to themselves, and not just through financial gain, but with the actual AI bubble, but the very idea of it with the actual robots and government weapons, not just AI bubble. Excuse me. Let me know if you guys like this form of content. I'll drop this more often, and you can also go ahead check out me playing the gameplays that I have on in the background, my gaming channel, Indivisions Gaming, and we do have the full gameplays available for you guys. All right, so now today, let's go ahead. In this video, we will be opening up and discussing why all platforms like Meta, Google, Nvidia, and in recent cases AMD, just to name a few, are entangled in investing in themselves to prop up the numbers of the stock and the investors. And this has been going on for about a year now. We all are familiar with the AI bubble, and why I think the AI bubble won't pop despite a lot of creators on this platform baiting the audience into believing so. Now, this has been going on for, I'd say, a little over a year. As we can take a look, kind of look at the time frames, these companies, stocks rose into multi digits, hundreds of dollars, or just ended up completely shooting up. Uh, and that's not just due to, you know, that's not just due to the mass public putting all their money, into this AI hype. This is due to the companies investing to each other, kind of ricocheting off each other's money, siphoning everyone's money when the market was up. It still is right now, but as early of July last year, you can kind of see the spikes on these charts here. However, the profit margins aren't the only thing these deranged billionaires and war leaders are stucking up and shooting triple digits. Now, if you look at the analysis of this is way off, and this would be the worst decade in terms of climate change and fallout radiation.
At the start of the July 4th holiday. Sorry, guys. Right when many of us will be outside for parades and barbecues, the temperatures in some places in the eastern U.S. could be the hottest in over a decade. CNN meteorologist Derek Van Dam here with the very latest. The National Weather Service is telling us that this heat wave is different and to pay attention and be warned. What can we expect?
It's because of the humidity. The humidity is going to be off the charts, and that makes it so much harder for your body to regulate the heat and cool itself down properly. 50 million Americans or more will experience triple-digit temperatures this week leading into the 4th of July holiday weekend. Terrible timing, Mother Nature. Why do we have to do it now?
With all of the fallout radiation coming from nuclear weapons testing, and cancer is going to start spiking, and we wonder why people are dying off a lot sooner or developing some kind of brain tumor for futures to come. Outcomes from artificial infrastructure will be getting more budget and pushing, killing off life as we know it slowly but surely, the entire world will be swallowing itself, and Mother Nature is responding to it accordingly. In the near future, when the government regulates or finds something better or more technologically advanced, they aren't just going to go ahead and look at themselves and be like, look at the current, damage that's been done to the world, They're not going to stop. They're just going to keep going for more advancement and artificial data research. And in their minds, they're in too deep, and they don't see an end to the hole they dug after opening the blueprint, for AI and arms race with the war. The companies like Apple, Google, Meta, or the current computing software holders like Nvidia or AMD aren't going anywhere in the future because of how unrealistic it is for the government to stop funding them, because that's where all the tax dollars go. Corporations funding AI and the war. And they prop it up as selling it to the masses and it's for everybody, when in reality it's just for government personnel, it's for government use, spy on their people, you know. And where all the American debt has been accumulated from, this is also from the war, countless wars we've been accumulated up on. America shouldn't have this debt scale, but we do. And instead of bettering human lives, we'd rather go ahead and build robots to keep selling to the human pockets. And the AI bubble will not pop because of how much American consumerism keeps these things afloat. And when you don't have competition, you can sell at whatever valuation you want through supply and demand. And you have the Epstein class government officials in the highest seats of power, and they love seizing something they deem valuable to a human life, giving either that person an ultimatum to let the power of your invention be used for government personnel, and they are also granted a big payout. You can't speak any influence to the public, or you try and get your life-altering gadget out to the public without the Epstein class regulations, and they deem you a communist and a terrible person, you get assassinated for it. It's either you're with us or against us in terms of government rules. And the second option is commendable, yes, but naive as you go out trying to expose the Epstein class only for them to get what they want and hide the crimes following so because the government protects them. With that rant out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about what the biggest corporation still ran by the Epstein class in America is used as government spyware and for their personal usage. But before we do that, we have to discuss how they are still trying to add more whipped cream on the surveillance strawberry. After they pretty much infiltrated in everyday Americans' privacy, they still feel it's not enough and need to go to China levels, Xi Jinping levels of government survey for, the everyday American Palantir. They've already added it more than half the states in America. We get it. The FBI and Epstein class are tired of their spouses going to other places to seek happiness. I'm sure the surveillance will bondage those relationships, but in all reality, this is something we all have to look out for coming to the 2030s, whether we like it or not. We can clearly see where the entirety of the world's focus is on, and at least for these deranged few in the AI arms race to sell to other foreign investors and countries for trillions of dollars that are going to go right back into investing into the already trillion-dollar evaluated companies to keep them earning those profits margins. It's like just eating everything. It's like Pac-Man, But everything but the care for the planet is people in the countries. They wanted to shift the robots up their arse dream dystopia of them going to look at real people with them being able to look at real people without coming out of their house, through a robot. That's who they want to sell this to. They want to sell it, obviously, to the government as well because they have all the dollars they can print. But they want to sell it to the rich investors, those rich, wealthy few that want to see this flourish. And, the gap between their wealth and ours will keep railroading. And this is the problem with the world right now. Our leadership in this country are some Epstein LARPers. And every single one of them that owns some multi-billion-dollar pseudo-tech company has most likely, I'd say, a 95% rate that they are selling to the government or to themselves. So I ask this question: if it's not me or you, who's AI being really sold to? That's all I kind of wanted to go ahead and get off my chest. Let me know your guys' thoughts and comments down below. I will be reading all the comments, so like and subscribe. I'll catch you all on the next one. See you.